In this video, we're going to do a whole bunch of if statements with some else statements. So I want to start off with a simple menu system where we have something different every single day of the week. So remember that I'm asking in anything that you do is to put as a comment the variables that you're going to use, and then we'll do menu. And remember, you put a comment here, what this is the day of the week, this is what we're having in here. So let's start off with something simple. If day of week equals Monday, and then we are missing something. So notice that we have this underline here in yellow. That means that it has no idea what day of week is. It means it hasn't been declared yet. Now, you can create variables on the fly by assigning them, but if you try to evaluate them without it being assigned a value, it's not going to let you. So we're going to do day of week equals, let's just say Tuesday. So now we have it in here. Day of week is Tuesday. It's checking to see if it's Monday. We have this ugly red line because we need our little colon here. So now we're going to hit the enter key, and then we're going to do print. And we'll just put in, say, pizza. And then we'll do else. And we'll do print. And let's just put pasta. So we have some kind of issues in here. What happens if it's Wednesday? It doesn't give us an option to what to do if it's Wednesday, if it's Tuesday, or whatever it is. So let's go and make those corrections in here. And then we'll fix it up because this is totally inefficient. So let's go in here and we'll do this here. Yes, it doesn't like it this way, so let's go and do it there. All right. So I'll have to keep typing till we get it. So we do Tuesday, and we'll change this to something different. If day of week equals Wednesday, then we'll do print. I know I still have pizza twice. Print. Let's just put, we'll get meatballs. And then let's just change this pizza to pasta. And this lowercase m is driving me nuts. So we have an issue here. If today is Monday, what's going to wind up happening is it's going to print pizza. So let's go and test it just to make sure. So it prints pasta. Okay, so we have an issue. Because our day of week is Tuesday. So let's go and change that to Monday. And let's run it again. And it prints pizza. And that's good. Well, the problem with that is it's going to print pizza. Then it's going to check to see if it's Tuesday. Then it's going to check to see if it's Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. So we're doing all that other thing. So your only other option is to do that if today equals Monday, print pizza, else, and then if today equals Tuesday. And that doesn't make sense because then you have a nested. So instead, what we're going to do is we're going to do elif. And then we're going to do elif. So what happens here is this is basically saying if today is Monday, and it is, print pizza, and it's not going to do any of these other things because we're satisfied in here. So we'll do the same thing with elif. Day of week equals Thursday. Wow, we got Thursday in there. So we don't need that. And did that. Let's just go and type in Thursday. And let's get rid of this. We don't need this. And let's see, elif. So we need to put in our colon. And notice how it all went back. And we'll do print. What are we getting today? Fish. And then, now, we can do an elif. Today is Friday. But do we really need to? It depends if we have, what happens if it's Saturday. So let's just do it, elif. Day of week equals Friday. So we're getting print. We go out. And then we'll do else. Hey, we're off today, no lunch. Or whatever. So what it's going to do here is going to go, if today is, say, Thursday, it's going to check, is it Monday? No. Well, let's check it. Is it Tuesday? No. Is it Wednesday? No. Is it Thursday? Yes, it is. Print fish. We don't ever need to check any of these others in here. So that's a simple way of doing it, but it looks very clear. So we're going to continue with this, and we're going to do a grading program. So let's start off here with, remember, you want to always put up in comments. So let's just put grade in here. So we'll start off with, and we're going to do a letter grade. So let's go integer, input, what is the grade, question mark, and a space in here. So that's going to assign something to absolutely nothing. So remember, this is just getting an integer input. So what we need to do here is we need to assign something called grade equals. And what I always recommend doing is, just to make sure there's no hidden issues, let's just go and do print grade is, comma, grade. So we'll put a grade in and we'll see what happens. We're not doing any formatting input right now. So what is grade? Let's just say 95, and the grade is 95. So that's good. So now what we want to do is we want to create a letter grade. So let's go and create a letter grade. So you put something up here. And we're just going to make it a string, so don't worry about it for right now. We can make it a character, but we're making it a string in case you want it to be a plus, a minus, or whatever it is. So we just leave it like that right now. So the first thing you want to do is we want to check to see if it's the highest grade first, which is going to be a 90 and above. We're not going to worry about formatting right now and making sure that it doesn't, you don't put in 200 as the grade. So the first thing we're going to do is if grade is greater than or equal to 90, then letter grade equals A. And then we'll do else, just to test it. Print sorry, you did not get an A. So this is just testing purposes right now. So first one we're going to do is 90. It should print A. The second one we're going to do something different to see if it prints sorry you did not get an A. So let's start off with this simple here. And let's do 95. And grade is 95. And letter grade. So let's see. So letter grade is in here. So we need to print letter grade. So let's try this one more time. And we'll start off with 95, and grade is A. Now we'll test it with something less than 90, but it's going to print nothing, but you're going to think that it's going to, it's actually going to print something even though it's not going to print anything. I know that might not make sense because letter grade is not been defined in here. So we may get an error. So let's go and see what happens here. And let's do 89. And look at this. Oh, we got an error. And that's one of the things you have to be very, very careful with. So we had an issue here where we got an error. And the reason is because it's trying to print something that's not defined. So we can solve this in many different ways. We can make sure that letter grade gets defined in every single thing that we do. Or we can create a template in here. Let's just go letter grade equals don't know. No particular reason. That's just what I came up with. So this time it should say don't know. Let's see. And what is the grade? We'll do 89. And it says, sorry, you're not great, and get no. So we're good now. So the next thing we need to do is check to see if it's above 80. So let's just do elif grade is greater than or equal to 80. Or you could have done greater than 79. This is my personal way of doing it. Then I'm going to do letter grade equals B. And then we'll do elif grade is greater than or equal to 70. Don't forget the colons. Then we'll do letter grade equals C. elif letter grade is greater than or equal to 60. Then we'll do letter grade equals F, or D rather. And then the most common thing people would do is put else letter grade equals F. Now, the issue with that is what happens if somebody typed in minus 50. And that's fine in there. So what I normally do is this, is I will put in L if grade is greater than or equal to whatever is passing, which is actually not passing. Let's just put, say, like 0. Then we'll do letter grade equals F. Now we have our else here to put, sorry, error, you did not get a grade or something to that effect. But this would normally be, hey, we should have never gotten here. You'll see as I do more and more, you'll see a lot of things in here that's going to double check, because that way, if something's wrong, we have an issue, we know right off the bat. So let's go and print letter grade in here. Now remember, letter grade is I don't know. So we can put letter grade in here, unknown or something to the effect. So let's test them all now. So let's test 89 and see if we get a B. And 89 and it's a B. Let's test 79. And that's a C, so that looks good. Do 69. And now we have an error. See how the important in here is type error not supported, string and integer. Because I put letter grade. So you can see the importance of constantly testing it. So we need to put letter grade. This needs to be grade. And that's one of the issues with when it fills in stuff for you and you just don't bother looking. So let's do grade equals 60 and run it again. And we have this thing in here expected. Let's see. Oh, I have an extra thing here. Those red lines, by the way, don't ignore them, because that means there's something wrong. So let's try I think we did 61, and that's a D. So now let's try 45, and then let's try, let's see, greater than or equal, let's try minus 50. And here's a way it should let you know, said, sorry, you did not grade, but then it's going to crash out. Actually, it won't, because we put in print grade equals in here. Letter grade is don't know. So let's put in minus 50 and don't know. So if you get something in here, you know that you have a logic error in your program. So that's it. So anyway, make sure that you start with the highest grade. We don't really need to worry about if the grade here is, if we check here, because if it's greater than 90, it's never ever going to check to see. Don't have to worry if it's greater than 80 or 70 or 60 or any of that other stuff. So you want to check with the highest first. But you could also check to see if grade is greater than 90 and less than 100. But we'll get into that in another video and in another time in there. So that is it for this video. Hopefully it helps you out. So hopefully you have an opportunity to view this video. And please make sure that you leave comments and let me know what you think.